From the CISO series, it's cybersecurity headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Tuesday, July 8th, 2025. I'm Lauren Verno. Call of Duty game pulled from PC store after reported exploit. Call of Duty World War II was quietly removed from the Microsoft Store over the weekend after players reported their computers were being hijacked mid-game. According to Cyberscoop, the issue may stem from a remote code execution vulnerability tied to the game's peer-to-peer networking model. Some users reported their computers being shut down or their desktop images changed to pornographic content. As of this recording, EA Activision has not confirmed why the game was taken offline. U.S. military gets cybersecurity boost. Congress has passed and President Trump has signed a sweeping tax and spending bill that includes hundreds of millions in cybersecurity funding, largely focused on military priorities. Key allocations include $250 million for U.S. Cyber Command's AI initiatives, $20 million for DARPA cybersecurity programs, and $1 million for Indo-Pacific Command's cyber offensive operations. Now, Democrats have criticized the package for excluding funding for CISA, arguing it overlooks key threats and weakens federal cybersecurity infrastructure. Now, on the opposite side of the aisle, Republicans argue national defense and military readiness are core drivers of the bill's cybersecurity spending. Bank employee helped hackers steal $100 million. Brazilian police arrested an IT employee accused of giving hackers inside access that led to over 540 million Brazilian reais, that's about roughly 100 million in US dollars, from the country's PIX banking system. The insider allegedly sold his credentials to hackers who used them to carry out a single-night fraud operation targeting financial institutions connected to CNN, a software vendor. The attack did not impact individual users, only banks using CNM's services. Police are still looking for at least 4 other suspects allegedly tied to the attack. Bert ransomware emerges. A new ransomware group called Bert, that's B-E-R-T, is actively targeting healthcare, tech, and event services companies across Asia, Europe, and the US, infecting both Windows and Linux systems. Discovered back in April, Bert uses a PowerShell script to disable security tools before deploying the ransomware, which drops a note reading, quote, "Hello from Bert." Researchers say the malware is still evolving and may reuse code from the defunct Revel gang, with possible links to Russian infrastructure. Huge thanks to our episode sponsor, Vanta. Do you know the status of your compliance controls right now? Like right now? We know that real-time visibility is critical for security, but when it comes to our GRC programs, we rely on point-in-time checks. But more than 9,000 companies have continuous visibility into their controls with Vanta. Vanta brings automation to evidence collection across 35 frameworks like SOC 2 and ISO 27001. They also centralize key workflows like policies, access reviews, and reporting, and helps you get security questionnaires done 5 times faster with AI. Now that's a new way to GRC. Get started at vanta.com/headlines. That's VANTA.com/headlines. Cybercriminals reach out to airline. Following a data breach that we first reported last week, Australian airline Qantas now says a, quote, potential cybercriminal, end quote, has contacted the company regarding the incident that may have impacted up to 6 million customers. Now, the airline did not name the suspected hacker, but confirmed the breach stemmed from a compromise of a third-party customer servicing platform, exposing names, emails, phone numbers, dates of birth, and frequent flyer numbers, though no passport or credit information was taken. The airline says it will begin informing customers about exactly what personal data of theirs was compromised later this week. Rise of the cheap breach. Identity-based cyber attacks have surged 156% since last year, now accounting for nearly 60% of confirmed threats. That's according to eCentire. Researchers point to phishing-as-a-service tools like Tycoon 2FA and cheap info stealer malware as key drivers, making it easier than ever for cybercriminals to compromise employee credentials and launch BEC scams or ransomware attacks. Hackers exploit Shelter Elite tool. Hackers have been using a leaked version of Shelter Elite, a legitimate AV EDR evasion tool, to deliver info stealer malware. Shelter Elite confirmed the breach came from a licensed customer saying, quote, "We discovered that a company which had recently purchased Shelter Elite licenses had leaked their copy of the software," end quote. While researchers spotted the activity months ago, Shelter says it was never notified. An updated version has since been released. Thousands of fake Amazon domains detected. Deals and steals as hackers coincidentally kick off one of their favorite days, Amazon Prime Day. Researchers have detected over 1,000 lookalike domains mimicking Amazon or Amazon Prime in June alone, 87% of which were flagged as malicious or suspicious. Kicking off on July 8th, scammers are using fake login pages and phishing emails designed to steal credentials, with one recent campaign spoofing Amazon support to trick users into clicking fraudulent refund links. Your friendly reminder to shop wisely. Large language models present a problem. With their scale, how can you do any kind of validation or monitoring with a human in the loop? So far, most solutions have used another LLM to solve the problem. But is that a sustainable approach? That's one of the questions we're going to try to answer on this week's episode of the CISO Series podcast. Look for Not Enough Hallucinations? Let's outfit your LLM with another LLM, wherever you get your podcast. And if you have some thoughts on the news from today or about the show in general, be sure to reach out to us at feedback@cisoseries.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Lauren Verno, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to cisoseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.